Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on the recasting of Molly in Central Park. I know that this has been a very divided topic among many viewers and even people who haven't seen the show yet, but I think it's only fair that I give you my thoughts on what I think about all this. I know, yeah, it's a month late, but better late than never, right? So, last month on, I think it was June 24th, yeah, 24th, Jenny Slate and Kristen Bell stepped down from their roles as biracial characters, as they're both primarily white. I mean, Jenny Slate is technically Jewish, so I'm not sure if Jewish counts as white, but I don't know. I'm not sold on either one of their step downs. As you've been seeing through my comment, liking and loving and replying on all my other videos, you can tell I'm practically not very sold on this. As you can tell, as if all this George Floyd things, which I still think police need to do better, and there are people who still clearly have a problem with race and clearly need to be re-educated. Even though, yes, George Floyd was a criminal, but I don't think that it was fair that he deserved to die. Yes, he was a criminal, and yes, he should have went to jail, but no, he did not deserve to die. He did not deserve to die. And yes, we can definitely do better. Our country definitely needs to do better. We're currently very divided, and it's clear through our teachings and practices that we are failing as a country. Even with coronavirus, our country is not doing well enough that we are worse than 99% of all other countries in the world. The US is number one in all the cases, even though clearly we've had so much time to prepare. I mean, yes, it's mostly because of us, but I feel like, I don't know, personally, it's just my opinion, but I just feel like our president is part of this problem. But anyways, aside from that, I don't want to get fully into that, but so I'm just gonna read this text right here. So Kristen Bell is an extraordinarily talented actress who joined the cast of Central Park for nearly the first day of the show's development. Yes, she joined on the first day, before characters were made, before there was even a character for her to play. And she has delivered a funny, heartfelt, and beautiful performance. I totally agree. Molly is my absolute favorite character in Central Park. And just seeing this for the first time just made me kind of cry on the inside. Oh my god, why? But after reflection, Molly, along with the entire creative team, recognizes that the casting of the character of Molly is an opportunity to get representation right. I think this could be a better opportunity for future shows, but I don't think with this Black Lives Matter movement, we should be forcing people to resign. I mean, the point of cartoons is for people to voice people they're not, right? It's actually even more racist to restrict someone to voice someone of their own race. So let's say I'm Asian and I'm only allowed to voice Asian characters. I personally don't think that is fair. And it's with any race. It's not just with whites. It's with blacks too. If Kristen Bell has to step down, why doesn't Titus Burgers have to step down? He's black and Cole is half white. Why doesn't he have to step down? I think he should step down. If Bell's gonna step down, he better step down too. We are literally getting nowhere with this. But the casting of the character of Molly is an opportunity to get representation right. To cast a black or mixed race actress and give Molly a voice that resonates with all of the nuance and experiences of the character as we've drawn her. Kristen Bell will continue to be part of this show in a new role, but we will find a new actress to give her voice to Molly. We profoundly regret that we might have contributed to anyone's feeling of exclusion or erasure. Black people and colored people and minorities have worked and will continue to work on Central Park, but we can do better. We're committed to creating opportunities for everyone in all roles on our projects, behind the mic, in the writer's room, in production, and post. Animation will be stronger for having as many voices, experiences, and perspectives as we can possibly bring into the industry. Our show will be better for respecting these nuances and complexity around the issues of representation and trying to get it right. Yeah, still, I'm not fully sold on it. I think if all these protests and stuff didn't happen across the nation, Kristen Bell definitely would have not been resigned off her role. She definitely would have stayed as Molly, and personally, I would have been fine with that. Like, coming from an Asian person myself, I think that, like, Alison Brie on BoJack Horseman, like, as Diane, I wasn't offended at all. I really liked her performance. And like, I personally don't, maybe someone else could have did it better, but, like, after seeing Alison Brie doing it, I don't think I can see anyone else doing it. It's the same thing with, like, Toby Huss from King of the Hill. How he does Khan is, like, just really, really freaking hilarious. And I just love it. I don't think maybe an Asian could do it better, maybe not, but either way, I think it was hilarious. Just personally, I think that cartoons should be a place that we can pretend, as long as people aren't, like, using it to, like, express their political racist views, then I think it should be generally okay. I mean, Kristen Bell personally didn't like offend anyone by playing Molly. Like, Molly was a very empowering character. You can tell from my favorite song, Weirdos, that the song is empowering, that it's okay to be weird. And yes, everyone is weird in their own way, and it's definitely okay to be, well, I mean, like, sometimes, like if you consider being, like, deranged weird, then yeah, maybe that's not okay, but, like, everyone is different, and Weirdos is a symbol that it's okay to be different. Not everyone's gonna be the same, and the world is definitely a better place because people are different. Now, as with, yes, I know that people of color and minorities haven't had as many opportunities, but I personally think in film and, like, even animation, film, movies, like, in the industry, 99% of the time, it's about who you know personally and who knows you. And Central Park, half of the main cast is black. And I say Josh Gad did a really good job when asking the proper friends to sign on the role, since everyone said yes on the first try. The creators of the shows are obviously going to cast people they know, because, you know, saving money on auditions, they save money on auditions because auditions just waste people's time. Like, yes, I know, like, there are definitely, like, people looking for auditions, but, like, for, like, shows like these, when they need to be pitched on the spot, yeah, I don't think there's going to be auditions. Central Park was originally created for Fox, so, like, even before the official order in 2018, they were already like, developing the show, developing the pilot. Fox refused to order past the pilot, and then Apple picked it up, but then even by then, they already cast everyone. There wasn't, it was kind of too late for changes, and yes, I know people have said Kristen Bell should have stepped down as soon as they designed the characters, but personally, I don't know. I don't think it's fair to back out of a role once you're kind of in it. I mean, yes, people do it for money too, and I mean, like, I'm not saying that's selfish, because, you know, people need jobs. I mean, if you're given a job opportunity, you're definitely going to take it, right? I would. I mean, yes, Kristen Bell has a lot of work, but even if you didn't have a lot of work, I'd still take it. And it's just that Kristen Bell definitely enjoys working with Josh Gad and vice versa. I saw a post on Instagram where Josh Gad and Kristen Bell said, "Let's work together forever." You can tell clearly they're best friends from their Frozen experiences, and clearly Frozen is a very big franchise which they will expand upon. Definitely, I can see Frozen having a big future for Disney. And Central Park too, because Central Park, yes, is owned by Disney. Despite it being on Apple, it is owned by Disney. 20th Century Fox Film Corporation is owned by Disney. So I personally back with continuing on to my statement, like, what I think is, like I said, who you know personally and who knows you. If you, like, you should get to know people if you have, like, a film internship or entry job, and you should try to make connections with some people, like, if you can, you know, people who work with them, like maybe there might be a production assistant who works with with the writers. If you get to know them, maybe they can introduce you to them, and then you can move up. Yes, I agree there should be more opportunities for minority potential voiceovers and actors, but all these people complaining online and stuff, like on Reddit, Twitter, and all this stuff, they're the ones who just want things handed down to them. I think you really have to earn it. Like, nothing's gonna be handed to you on a silver platter. That's reality. It doesn't matter race or not. Yes, there should be more opportunities for colored people. I agree, but it's your job if you're a minority or a colored person, it's still your job to get to know people. Make connections. Don't burn bridges. Make connections. I asked a question to Mike Scully on the Duncanville Annie Down Beyond show in April, and he actually answered my question. He said, if you have an internship or an entry job, like I said, make connections to people. They know you. If they know you and they know one of the people at the studios who might think you're an asset, they might promote you to something bigger than your entry job or whatever. And this time you'll actually earn it and feel better rather than say, oh, yeah, you should cast him because he's a minority and yeah, we don't think it's fair. No. Even with all this stuff, I don't see that happening. I'm not in any film job, and how come I know this works, but there's so many people that don't. You need to do your research, have some common sense, and just know that things aren't going to be handed to you on a silver platter. Don't use the PC climate, obviously, to force people like Kristen Bell and Jenny Slate, or even Mike Henry. Like, he's been doing it for 20 years. Why do you have to force him, quote unquote, force him out of his role? Yes, people say they chose, but I don't believe they chose. They were forced, quote unquote. And like, I've seen people on Twitter like post like their work recently, like their animation work, and hopefully people would find out. Like Simon Chong, he works on Central Park, The Great North, and Bob's Burgers at Bento Box Entertainment. And how he got his job, he made a fan project of a Bob's Burgers and Archer, and he posted on YouTube. And Lauren Bouchard, as soon as he saw it, he's like, "You want a job?" And he's like, "Yeah," and then he just moved on and got a job. You really have to like show people what you can do, like showcase yourself. You can even get IMDb Premium and like contact people. If you really have a lot of money too, you can hire an agent and they can showcase your work too. Show people what you can do. Like, seriously, don't waste your time. So overall, those are just my thoughts on Central Park and like what I thought about Molly. And I did rant a little bit, but firstly, I think that all kind of ties into what this is saying. So yeah, I think I went a little long on this, but you should tell me what you thought in the comments, and let's talk. And you can join the conversation on my Discord, my Instagram, my Twitter, Reddit. You send me a private message, send me anything. I'll very likely to answer it. And tell me what you thought. Like, share, subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. And I'll see you guys next time.